Figure fight club, we're repping the crew, battle on the floor. It's me and you, pose them up right. Let the showdown begin. In this action figure world, we're destined to win. Got my action force, they ready to strike. Transformers roll out, they're ready for the hype. Marvel and DC, heroes in the ring. With every epic clash, hear the crowd sing. Figure fight club, we're repping the crew. Flash in the night, join the figure fight club where legends ignite. Decepticast, the battle's on. Action figures, heroes drawn. Transform and roll out, let's take a stand. In the ring of toys, we'll make our stand. From Megatron to Starscream, they're ready to fight. With every twist and turn, they light up the night. Collectors gather round, it's a sight to behold. With stories of valor and legends retold. Decepticast, the battle's on. Action figures, heroes jam. Transform and roll out, let's take a stand. In the ring of toys, they'll make our stand. So grab your figures, let's make some noise in the arena of action. We're all just toys with every epic showdown. We'll cheer and we'll shout in the Decepticast, there's no room for doubt. Decepticast, the battle's on. Action figures, heroes drawn. Transforming all out, let's take a stand.
What's happening, everybody? No, I didn't get in a fight. It's just allergies fucking with my eyes. Hello. Welcome to Decepticast. I'd like to thank everybody in the chat right now. Also, please give a warm welcome to my co-host, Anna.
Thank you.
Sorry, kind of started a little spicy.
You did. You started very spicy. You couldn't
Right.
even, you don't even have any like thing to worry about because you took care of it, all right? You just, prevention focus.
Got it out of my system. There's nothing to complain about tonight. It's all positivity.
All positivity. It's not like we'll be talking about any tragic breakages or.
Oh, no.
I think that's it. Like, I can't think of any other negatives, actually.
Yeah.
Tragic breakages of overpriced toys and.
Yeah, we don't have those in Transformers at all.
No, never. Nothing ever breaks.
Yep. Did you get any overpriced toys over since we last talked on Monday?
In fact, well, since we last, I was like, well, we talked yesterday, and I was like, oh wait, they couldn't.
That's why I had to
see
phrase
that.
it that
These
way.
people out there couldn't see that we talked. In fact, I kind of did. I mean, at this point, I have this like area over here that's basically just like a pile of boxes of things that have maybe never been opened, or maybe they've been opened and not opened for like 2 or 3 years. So
what's the percentage of unpacked?
Oh, like I am probably like 95% unpacked.
Yeah,
it's more
that's
just like nothing's really arranged. Like it's all up there at this point, right? Like I've got all these shelves here. Just
it's looking good.
These little robots, lots of toys. There are many more shelves than this. You just can't really see them through this doorway. But yeah, they're there. They're full. They're just not arranged in any meaningful fashion. It's just kind of like, well, like there's a little bit of arranging, right? It's like, oh, G.I. Joe crossovers, and then Studio Series 86 mostly, and then what is this? I don't know. Its calculation key and it's perfect. So
it just gives you more reason to play with them and then organize them a different way.
It does. I got to get on that more often. But I do have one guy who recently came out of his box, and that is Mastermind's Creations
Ooh.
version of Dangar from Baldigus. Big tinky guy. Do you ever mistransform your figures to make them look better?
Not that I can recall.
Because
Did you have
officially,
to mistransform to make it look better?
it's supposed to be like this. It's not a big change, but I just think it looks better.
Oh.
The traditional backpack with
Yeah.
the turret going downwards. I think having the turret face upwards is just weird looking.
Right.
Because he can't really bend enough to like face forward or anything, so he can't do anything with it.
Because the turret dangling between his legs doesn't look weird at all.
It's totally normal. It's on the back. It doesn't need anything. Like, you can't do anything with that, right? But yeah, this guy's pretty cool. He's totally not what you would usually expect me to bring up, because I'm usually having, like, you know, Legends figures and Dr. Wu and Blockies and Mainline, and here's a kind of sort of masterpiece skull, right? Like, this guy is massive, right? Like, there's nothing small about him compared to a normal deluxe figure, right?
He looks chunky. Are their leg bots typically the bigger of the limb bots?
He's weird because I didn't bring Greejeeber downstairs. I didn't bring the other leg, but he is massive compared to the other leg. And you kind of like fold him in half when he's a tank to make the leg so he's not as tall.
Oh. Okay.
Or so he's not taller than the other leg. Because the other leg is the repainted Swindle, right? It's Greejeeber, green version, the green Jeep. So yeah, he's huge compared to that. This is just a really big version of the figure of the character. Compared with other MP stuff, it's not huge, but it's still cool.
Well, just think the thought of that mold in the main line is supposed to be bigger because it's at Voyager scale. Will it be bigger?
Yep.
I shouldn't say Voyager scale. I should say Voyager class. Because we all know everything scales together.
Scale means nothing. Class means everything.
Transformers are almost classless, in my opinion, but
they have no class. But I just wanted to show, I mean, this is not new. I've had this for years, but he should scale with Black Convoy, right? So
yeah,
with Black Convoy.
That's the Fans Hobby, right?
Hobby, yeah. The Fans Hobby Black Convoy, and he does. Like, this is about their perspective together. He's a little shorter, bigger of the Baldigus friends.
The far superior Car Robots version of that.
Yes. Hey, I like it better. And I mean, think about it. Like, this could be Armor Hide, or it could be Jangar, which means nothing. So I like this guy. I like MMC's combiners because, unlike other Masterpiece combiners, they are not so complex, right? These are like, I sat down on the couch. It was like 9:00, which this is 9:15 for me, is when the show starts. And I was like, ooh, do I have time to transform this? I don't know. And it took me 3 minutes to get him from tank back to robot, right? And that was with me half paying attention to the TV. So I like them. They're fun.
I kind of want to get their protect the bots for robot mode.
They are really good in robot mode. Like, they look exactly like how they're supposed to look in robot mode, and they look good in vehicle mode too. It's just a question of the combiner. Will you like the combiner? Because what Mastermind Creations does that none of the other companies have really tried is they try to do it all in one combiner, where, you know, there's no foot piece for this, right? Like, these are literally pressed together, and these are just the combiner's foot, right? It doesn't get any bigger, it doesn't get any crazier. This is the combiner's foot, just two pushed together.
And I know the previous releases, the toy, whatever, the Toon Accurate, they did it like an upgrade kit where they gave it actual feet.
They did an upgrade kit where they gave it actual feet and a chest that looked better, because people were not super jazzed about how it looked when it went together, so they wanted the combiner set.
I feel like I'm being called out.
One of us is getting called out, but with Zeldron, you never know. He likes to call out both of us at all times, so...
Before I show off what I got, it actually just showed up at the door, fresh from
Nice.
Show Z's carrier service. I like to welcome Initial Goose. I saw Art G in the chat, HGC, Jedi Ben, Zaldron, some person named Figure Fight Club, Minhoza, and I think that's all that I've seen speak up. So appreciate you guys for hopping in tonight. So like I said, I got this fresh from Show Z. I haven't even opened it yet. Typically, I don't open anything except when I video them. So if you pay attention to this show at all, a few weeks ago we got an update that Star Toys, why is his name Trax, was about to ship. Well, and it shipped. So all I have is a box right now. It's in here. So next week,
until now, was your Trax and P-Trax, Masterpiece Trax?
KO Masterpiece Trax.
KO Masterpiece Trax, because the mold was that bad that you didn't even care to get the original.
Correct. And it came with, I mean, it was just as good as the original. So yeah, I'm looking forward to, I'll probably open it up this week and do a review this week and probably post that next Tuesday. Because I already got a Transformer review coming up tomorrow. But yeah, that's all I got in Transformer wise. Hasbro's kicking my tail with G.I. Joe stuff, but
yeah, I just got the one to show off tonight because I'm getting excited because at the end of the show we'll mention that I'm going to TFCon not too long from now, and I'm really hoping they release the last one to go with this guy, so that I can complete my set because this is one of 5.
Yep, and we haven't seen MMC's version or whatever MMC's exclusive yet. We've just seen Fans Hobby, which I did not put on the slideshow because that was from today. So typically today's stuff I don't put in unless it's super important. I guess that kind of could have been, but it'd probably be more
next week we'll be able to show off all of them.
Correct. So
maybe.
So like always, we start off with official toy news, and our official toy news is always brought to you by Collecticon Toys, where if you put in the code FFC10, you can get 10% off your entire order. And here's a little clip.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
Yeah. You on it right, man.
We now return to the Transformers.
So we did talk about this a little bit last week. I just wanted to bring it up again. So the same weekend as TFCon is MCM London. Hasbro will be having a panel there. And this is where, when we get to some of the NYCC slides, this is why it kind of ties into it. They did show a render of Onslaught, of the next Age of the Primes commander. And it is supposed to be on display at MCM London. So that was kind of why I just threw this slide back in. I don't know.
It'll be exciting.
Yeah.
No, I'm excited. You know, like I'm excited to finish my MMC version of Baldigus, and then I'm also excited to put together the Hasbro version of Bruticus.
Yep.
They keep saying 3 combiners in 1 year. Will they really finish it this year? I don't think so.
Possibly, but they're only doing, I thought, three waves. So I mean, it's a tighter window.
It is, yeah.
But so next up, head to your Walmarts if you want Sea Spray, because if you didn't find a place to ship him, the Walmart I went to, it was fully loaded with a whole case of Sea Spray. So I have a feeling Sea Spray will be easy to find.
Did you get one?
No, I didn't get one. Personally, I won't get one for me, but I will probably pick up one for my son eventually. Christmas is
hard for
coming
me to choose. I can never decide how I want to collect things. Like, Do I really need a sea spray in generation size? Is it good enough that I have the Dr. Wu one? Do I really care about sea spray? I don't really care about sea spray.
Well, the funny thing is, like, I looked at it as I walked by. I looked at it. Oh, they got sea spray, and who's his wave mate? Braun. I saw a bunch of bronze as well, and I stopped, double take, picked it up, and I'm like, holy crap, he's huge. Like it looked bigger than Bumblebee.
Okay, that's fair.
So
Sea spray should be big.
Sea spray is chunky.
Kind of a chunky
Also
guy.
showing up at Walmart, I saw this as well. This is not my picture. I ripped it off from online. You know what? If Roboson's out of your price, Jada Toys has you.
They do.
Get your auto-transforming Bumblebee from Jada Toys for, I don't even remember how much. I think it's under 50.
You're gonna have to get a whole detail for that thing though, to make sure that it's displayed. You're gonna have to get some lights for it. Make sure you can really see it. When you have audience over to the house, when you invite friends over, audience, who says audience? When you invite friends to your house, you can put them in the case and be like, watch the transformation of my fancy toy. Look at this guy. So good.
His face is so bad. It doesn't even look like he has a nose. He looks like he has a certain mustache. Yeah. So
mustache nose.
So next up, speaking of, so back to more deals. Now, I've already shown this Run Amok at Walmart as like on clearance with a clearance sticker. This Walmart said, to hell with it. We're putting it at $5. That's its official price. So check your Walmarts if you need an Earthrise Run Amok, because they're just trying to throw them away at people. Also, the pictures on the right is from Ross, and they are getting Legacy United Voyagers, Ramjet, and Tarn. So if you missed out on those, check out your Rosses. Rosses are getting stacked. It's that time of year where RossCon 2025 is in full effect. And next up, so you would have thought, hey, Hasbro is going to be at NYCC in a couple days. Takara kind of trumped them on showing official product reveals. So coming out of Japan from Takara, here is your first official product images of Sure Shot. Next up is Quick Strike, which this might be my figure that I'll get next year from Mainline.
Quick Strike?
Yeah.
If you're one figure for the year, are you claiming that you only do one?
At least one. I know there's going to be one. It seems like it's the bugs, because this year was Venom. Well, I did get Megatron. But and then next is Jalopy, everybody's favorite Junkion, right?
It's fine. It's fine.
Blast Off. This one will probably sell out. Well, at least I think it looks pretty good. I like the whole.
It looks great.
I like the how big the Decepticon logo is in the alt mode.
Yeah, it's nice and ridiculous. If it's right, I think it's good.
Oh, shoot. And then Quintus Prime.
Quintus Prime.
It's, like
jellyfish.
This is what I thought that that Soundwave could have been a retool, or Shockwave could have been a retool of.
It could have been
the fan boat, but they're an all new mold. And then something we've seen multiple times, but Takara is making it look better. As bad as this looks, Takara does a better job at the photography.
You think so? It just doesn't do anything for me.
The best legs in the Studio Series line.
They hide them better though. They don't show them. They don't show them from the side, so you can pretend it looks good from the side, but it doesn't. Yep. They do show how hollow they are.
Yep. And I forget this one's name because it's the show I didn't watch. But I have seen this all over at Walmart's.
Good old Sideways.
Yeah. And then this is something that we didn't see during the show this weekend. is official images of the masterpiece toy or Toon Deco Soundwave.
Does it ever bug you how much better a toy looks in its Toon colors when you want to be like, oh, I don't need this. I don't need to replace my original. It's good enough. And you look at that and you're like, oh, it looks so much better.
Maybe if I didn't have the fans toys that was Toon accurate. But yes, if I still had the original MP Soundwave, yeah. Especially, what did Pulse drop this at? Was it 170?
I think it's around 170 or 180. It's not terrible. It's nowhere near as inexpensive as the original release was at Toys R Us with all of his cassettes.
Right.
But that was only 100, right? Back in the day.
Sounds right.
12 years ago. Like, let's be serious here. That was a long time ago.
Well, and see, Toon accurate is what is my goal in my collection. So, yeah, if I didn't have the fans toys, this would definitely be a pre-order for sure. Luckily, I don't have to buy it. And then here's some more images of the accessories that come with them. So it's pretty much the same one for one as the original release.
Yeah, just with nicer colors.
Yep.
I feel like Laserbeak looks a lot different with the less toy type decos.
Yeah.
It's funny because he looks less like a cassette in cassette mode. He looks more just like a folded up Laserbeak.
Yeah, and it's kind of weird. You look at Soundwave's blaster, it still has like a chrome tip instead of just like a grade tip.
So Goose asked, have they made a transforming Bluetooth stereo Soundwave Transformers toy? It kind of was before Bluetooth was a thing. They did make the sound label, music label Transformers. They did make a Soundwave. He was in both a white version and regular version, I think. And they were MP3 players. That's how long ago it was. All right, it was a minute ago.
Now I know the blaster in Japan had electronics and was a working radio, but was Soundwave?
Soundwave was an MP3 player.
No, like the original, like G1 before they brought it over to America.
Soundwave was just a toy.
Okay. Next up, so we saw most of these reveals last week, but I think Monday or Tuesday, Blockies posted the group shot of the Defender Wave 5 along with the Chase variant Jetfire and Galvatron.
I kind of wish they were doing the Chase as Soundwave so they come with the cassettes again, but at the same time, I'm glad they're not, so I don't have to even think about chasing it.
Yeah.
The Prime trailer's cool.
And is this kind of new with what Galvatron's getting? Galvatron's mainly getting effect pieces and a sword. Like he's got a slide effect.
Yeah, it's different. It's different for him.
Did you pre-order this?
No, I have not yet. I guess I will. I guess I'm staying in the game.
Right.
I haven't decided to cut down on blockies, but I think I'm going to keep Defender.
Right. At least they're the smaller size figure where they don't take up as much room.
The combiners look good with my Dr. Wu figures. That's the main reason I want the combiners.
Yeah, you have a point. Let's see. Next up, so also Blocky teased. So they will be at China Toy Expo, which their acronym is CTE. And if anybody pays attention to sports, it's a different type of CTE. So it's kind of a weird acronym. But so they're teasing their next wave of Shining version. This is wave 4. So this is Shattered Glass Starscream.
Light up chest, if anyone forgets what Shining is. Same old light up chest.
And next up, I think this came before SD or NYCC, so these were some official images of Thundercracker. Actually, it looks a lot lighter in these pictures compared to the ones that dropped after
It does.
NYCC. So I wonder if this was like a bad like digital rip, whoever leaked them.
That is so ridiculous looking. That darn thing. Like the upgrade from Earthrise. We've complained on the show before about incremental upgrades, toys that are barely better. We had Zeldron on to talk about the incremental upgrade for Perceptor. But this is not that like tiny incremental upgrade. This is like, oh god, my old toys poop. Throw it out the window.
Yeah. This is almost like they just sprinkled a little shrinking powder on the MP mold, and here we go.
So close.
Yeah. Well, it's time to get controversial.
Breaking the law, breaking the law. Stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore! I break away! Break!
Ask yourself a question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
I don't know you anymore. Anakin, you're breaking my heart.
Our pets' heads are falling off!
Anna, when you invest in a $90 to $100 convention exclusive, it has to be a perfect toy, right? No problems
It has
whatsoever.
to be a perfect toy. Yeah. Even the paint has to look good on it.
Got some sad news for anybody out there that was looking forward to getting the Nemesis Armada Prime with the Saber team.
Yeah.
It has some QC issues that's causing breakages.
Yeah, it's really sad to see Jetstorm all broken like that. Poor little guy. I wanted this set. Two things kind of held me back, right? Well, three things. One, the $90 price point. Two, it was limited to Pulse Premium members only. And three, I started seeing these pictures. I was like, oh crap, I don't want this anymore.
Was you seeing them before I was throwing them up on the Discord, or?
Yeah, I was seeing them in other places as well. Unfortunately, this does not seem to be like one guy got it, broke it, and took a bunch of pictures. This seems to be a pretty common issue. We'll see in the next week, as Aldron just posted in the chat. He's getting his this week, and most people will be getting theirs this week that weren't at the con. So we'll see just what percentage of these breaks, but we were talking last night about what percentage of a figure in a Hasbro run should break, right? Like if they produce 100 figures, how many of those 100 should break? 5, 10, 50? This is more like 50, but we'll see.
Right.
The answer is 0 of how many should break, but
And from what I'm gathering is his horns are too long on his head, and it's causing the to be restricted to flip the piece over, and it's causing the stress on the clips, and that's the weak part because they're so thin, and that's what's breaking. So anybody out there watching, if you do pick this up, be very careful, and hopefully you guys don't have the same QC issue.
Yeah, I've got a friend who's really gentle with his figures like I am. I'm going to wait till he gets it and see if his breaks. And if his doesn't break, I might go ahead and get a set for myself. I want it. I love mini cons. The Saber team's stupid and fun. And I'd like to have it. But geez, the tragedy of that breaking on a $90 set would make me very bummed out.
And would you say almost the biggest draw to this is the Saber team more than the actual Prime?
For many of us, right? Like me, I'm not such a big Armada fan that I'm gonna be worried about a 1-episode black repaint of Optimus. But the Saber team is iconic, right? Having the 3 mini cons that turn into a sword that they chase around and play with and later surf on. Well,
hopefully there is a solution, and maybe Hasbro. I mean, if this is as much of a discussion as it is, maybe there'll be either a solution from Hasbro or just the community itself on a fix.
Yeah, sadly, if you've ever had a broken toy from Hasbro, what usually happens is you'll email them, they'll be very apologetic, and they will send you something. Like, they won't send you the thing you bought, typically. They will send you something, sometimes utterly unrelated and not very good, sometimes a figure from the same line and same size class, sometimes something bigger.
Yeah.
I had a broken figure complaint once, and I got sent a random part of the Studio Series movie Devastator, the Bayverse version. Just here you go. Good luck with it. Here's the skipjack.
So I lucked out. I found the one like big QC issue that I had early on. It was the Shattered Glass Starscream. We all remember I think that's still fetching a pretty high price tag. But it was early on. It was still in stock. So what I did was I bought a second one and then returned the original one. I don't even know if Pulse ever reimbursed me because it was just it was so long of a time span. I never paid attention if I received a credit or not. So,
Hopefully.
but when I sent mine back, I forgot to send the comic book that was sent with it. So maybe that's why if I didn't get reimbursed, it's like, oh, we see what you did. You didn't send the comic book, you jerk. But yeah, so that other than until we get to the NYCC stuff, that is all for official news. And like we say every week, go to Collecticon Toys and enter that FFC 10 code to get 10% off. And next up, third-party news. First, we start off with DNA's tease. So the consensus is Nemesis Armada Prime that comes in that 4-pack is getting a set. Is there anything you could think they could do to improve that, or we're just going to get a repaint of that last one for Minosaur?
That doesn't look like the Minosaur set, does it? Is it the big gun new?
It almost looks like God Bomber.
It really does. It really, actually, now that you say it, that really does look like God Bomber.
Because when I first saw this, I was like, wait a minute, that's the animated axe, but his upper body looks like the God Bomber armor on Jinrai.
I wonder if they're going to do that to make it into Nuclear Inquest, since it's kind of black.
Oh, there you go.
They could kind of do that. It's weird. It wouldn't make much sense, but sure.
Anna, Zakanan's here. He wanted to say hi.
Thanks, Zakanan. Good to see you. We had a bumblebee for you earlier. It was beautiful.
That was an amazing bumblebee. I should send that to him and tell him he should buy that next time he goes to Walmart.
He should. He should get 100 of them and just put them all together and transform them all at once with a button. It would be beautiful. Little army.
And Kaiju Daddy, Transformers is kind of G.I. Joe adjacent. They're in the same universe.
And just tonight.
All right. Next up, Dreamstar Toys. This is their version of Mixmaster. This is their prototype image. It's not fully painted yet. Let's see, Zakine, I'd love for someone to send me Bumblebee to throw it in the incinerator. How could you treat a cute little boy like that?
I know, it's so terrible.
But so here's some images of his foot mode and truck mode, and I know some people when I first posted this, people complained about clear plastic. This is just a prototype, so it's temporary. Either they're going to replace that and paint over it, but I haven't heard anything bad about Dreamstar Toys' Devastator. I have heard bad things about their Superion. I'm pretty sure I've stated it on this show that it was a piece of shit. So
this is the closest I get to not caring about a release. Like we were talking last night about how Caleb and I generally have enthusiasm for pretty much everything that comes out in Transformers, even the stuff we don't collect. We want to talk about it and mess with it and, think about it and whatnot. But this is just like, I just can't care much about it. It's like a weird, lumpy. Yeah.
Like if I had my definitive Devastator in my collection and not try building two like tune accurate versions of it, maybe I would want a stylized one. But of the stylized ones we've seen the Moon Studios one I think looks the better of the Devastator Wars.
There's all sorts of stylized Devastators I like the Lucky Cat little one that turns into the boxes. Like, that's a weird stylized one, and I want that. This does nothing for me. It's not like a good stylized. It's like a worse, especially seeing the combiner face there. He's kind of like,
yeah. I can't remember if it was, and then okay, it's not Dreamstar. It's the O1 Studios or whatever. They're doing like the chest transforms into Megatron. So like his chest crest, half of it transforms into Megatron, and another piece turns into the legs of Megatron. And I think they're doing a prowl head as well.
Okay, that's cool. The prowl head's always fun.
But yeah, I like same with you. I have no interest in this. Next
Speaking of prowl,
yes, more images from DX9's prowl that's going to get replaced in 4 months with a more tune accurate one. Still, this looks good. I want to see this. I want to see this transform, because the one thing that was questioned early on in the pre-production was how his chest splits open, and you can kind of see the seam a little bit on this image, but every other picture it kind of hides it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, maybe I'll pick it up, or maybe I'll just wait. I'll wait a few months and see if it gets the more tune accurate one.
That's a really good looking toy, but I mean, it's kind of the thing. I was talking two things. I was talking to another friend about DX9, and I really love DX9 as far as like third-party toys that are fun to play with. In the big scale, I would say DX9 and Mastermind Creation. They tend to make the most fun to play with toys. You know, they don't feel like they're going to break. They're really good toys. But then also just Prowl is a good design. So like every Prowl toy is fun. So that looks like a slam dunk figure to get and enjoy.
I was going to say if it was in reach, but no, I can't find it. I have the blue streak as well. Like, I have it sitting over here. Usually I compare it with all my Transformers, but the Takara mold's a really solid mold. Like, you could beat the heck out of it and it still stays together. Like, I don't have a fear of breaking it. And that's almost 15 plus.
HTC mentioned a company can give Prowl decent lower legs, and I do agree that the lower legs on the Masterpiece, and especially on the mainline releases, have been iffy. And these are better, at least from the front. I'm curious what that back looks like, though.
Was there one? Yeah.
So you can kind of see it. It looks like it is a little hollow when he's bent down.
Yeah.
I imagine the back is pretty hollow.
Yep.
I'm telling you, DX9 is a fun toy to play with.
And they just reissued their Henzo 6-shot. Oh, yeah. If I wasn't getting blown up with toys right now, I want to get that, because I don't have a 6-shot. And I mean, their price point, it's like $89 on Show Z. And I'm like, oh, I need it, but got to be responsible. By buying a $300 ramen tank. Anyways, one of our favorite toy lines.
Showtime! Woo, woo.
Dr. Woo! Oh, took a lot out of me.
Nice. Very
They
good.
are doing Micromasters.
They're finally doing it. Like, years and years of saying, why are they not doing Micromasters, right? They've been doing cassettes. They've done really good, excellent little cassette combiners, right? And they have not done Micromasters, and here they are doing Micromasters. Starting off by doing one that Hasbro already did.
Right. Well, and like I said last night, I think it's because they have similar colors, and it's going to be easier to run this plastic.
I think you're right. Also, their flak looks better than Hasbro's flak, right?
Yeah.
Like, I do think it does.
Yep. You've got an elbow, an actual elbow.
And the thing is, like, anyone who wasn't collecting the Hasbro Micromasters when they first started doing them back in Siege, their legs came off so often. Like, those ball joints would just pop off so easy. Dr. Wu stuff doesn't typically fall apart easy, right? Like, it's pretty solid. Like, you can wobble it around and it doesn't just fly apart. So
yeah, so the great thing is these will probably scale with your generations. They'll probably scale with your vintage, and they're going to scale with my masterpiece. I don't give a shit. I as soon as I saw these on Show Z this morning, I'm like, I'll put my $1 down.
Yeah, Micromasters don't care. They don't make any sense.
Right. I hope they do all of the Micromasters. I mean, just give them all to me. Repaints everything. I know Hasbro repainted the shit out of them. So, and also for all you Joe fans out there, Viper was a Micromaster, which is your Rattler crossover, right? Right? Wasn't it a Micromaster? I might be wrong. No, that was Power Glide. My bad. Don't listen to me.
Okay.
Could you imagine, Zaldron, if they did the bases? I never even thought.
I don't know. So Hasbro did the bases, right? They made them into transforming deluxe class robots that turn into the bases. And honestly, they kind of suck. Like, they don't look good as bases. They don't look good as robots, and their change is not fun to play with. So I think, like, if Dr. Wu did them, they'd literally just have to do them as bases, right? They just do them as the original toys.
You know who would do a good job at making them as bases? Fans Hobby.
Yeah, probably. They'd probably make them pretty cool. So maybe someone will someday. I don't know. Right. All I need is these, though. This is fine for me.
Yeah, it's a good start. That's for sure. And then more from Dr. Wu. These are coming in stock soon. I think these are the Toon accurate colors of Scourge and Power Glide. Or Power Glide. Got Power Glide on the brand.
He goes to war. He follows a path.
Warpath.
There we go.
Very
cool.
Yeah, very saturated red. Like, looks really good.
The only problem with the Warpath is that Galaxy Toys made these little reflectors, right? They made a Warpath. I've not seen it in many places. I've not really heard about how it is. If I ever get a chance to get a hold of it, I will want it. I think their Warpath will just destroy Dr. Wu's. Like, to me, these just make Dr. Wu not feel as cool anymore. So, I don't know. We'll see. It's still cute, though. It's a fun little toy.
So, as Catherine mentioned, all of the Scourges and Warpaths are shipping now. Yeah, I think these are in-hand photos. I don't think these are official Dr. Wu photos. So,
there is a variant that is the Strika colors from the exclusive Strika that came out many years ago, that was Warpath repaint. So you could get a version of Strika, who's a character that doesn't get a lot of attention. Strika was from Beast Machines. So that's a cool one to get from these.
Yeah. You know what's fun is, so Stu, he's commenting in the chat. He's a big fan of the the mini bots, and I think this pays a good tribute to the mini bot Warpath. I think just because it's small in general, but so Anna, I have a question. Are you a fan of repaints, and by repaints, multiple repaints?
I like these repaints because they are so colorful. Like, look at this G2 monstrosity. This is like the G2 Dinobots don't feel like the most G2 that you could G2, but when you combine them all together with a rainbow dinosaur, like, it is just obscene. I love it. It looks so stupid.
It's almost like the original Megazord on crack.
It is. It's so beautiful.
Yeah. And the chrome.
I like crazy colors. Yeah, they overdid it on the chrome a little bit, I feel like.
Yeah.
'Cause every release of their Scar, which is the middle guy combiner dinosaur, every release of their Scar has some chrome on them, and I wish they didn't all.
Yeah. And the other positive thing about these is the different head sculpts they're putting on the
It is
combined
really
mode.
fun. Yeah, all the
Yeah.
combined modes have different heads. It's crazy.
So, like Anna mentioned, this is the G2 version. Next up is the Shattered Glass.
Yeah,
I don't think
basically
this
the
one's
same
as
colors as
exciting.
Shatterglass Grimlock. Yeah, not as exciting. The head's still fun. It's different.
Yep. And they gave a different head for Grimlock as well.
That's nice.
Here's the combined mode. It still throws me off at how Grimlock combines into the chest and his tail's just hanging out back there. At the center back. You can
There
see
it
it
goes.
better right here.
Yeah, there's its butt. Oh, dinosaur tails.
And then next, yeah, there's more. Here is
These are all
the
from New Age. This is the New
Yes.
Age dinosaur combiner. Dinobot dinosaur, whatever.
so these are toy accurate colors, and that's why you're seeing more chrome on this one than the Shattered Glass one.
Just
And
so
then they're
boring
ge-
compared to the G2 Nightmare.
Oh yeah, shouldn't have let off with that one, but and then last but not least, we're getting comic inspired colors. This is probably the second best of the four, I would say. And I hit the wrong button. Whoops.
Okay. I was trying to figure out what would happen.
That's me because I have the slideshow on both screens and I hit the wrong screen.
Okay, that makes sense.
But yeah, so this one gets the King Grimlock or King whatever head for the combined mode.
Yeah, it's fun. I think that does actually pull off the comic aesthetic way better than I thought it would.
Yeah.
Works. That's cool. I'm glad they're doing it. I don't think those dinosaurs were actually meant to combine.
Nope.
I'm not convinced.
Well, some
that they
pure.
had
Oh yeah.
planned this.
Well, I mean the way that Snarl and Sludge are just hanging on for dear life on the feet.
I look at Swoop too. Swoop literally just plugs on to a complete arm.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Let people have a Volcanicus. Play more with your toys. It's fine. And that big old Scar, I still think is going to look cool on my shelf with my mainline Dinobots.
Did you order one?
I haven't yet because I'm hoping they do a flatter colors one.
Yeah.
Had they done a non-chrome set of Dinobots?
But yeah, they've done the Toon accurate, the very first one that looked like cheese.
Okay. So there
But
needs
it
to be
still
a
really
Toon
don't
accurate
match.
one.
But it really don't match the Hasbro stuff at the same time.
Not quite. It's closer than this. I'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
And then, well, while we're on the dinosaur topic, from Iron Factory, their Samurai series, Legend Scale, Beast Wars Megatron.
Yeah,
It's
this is so silly.
Yeah. The face sculpts for the dinosaur and the robot mode are just really good. I'm kind of glad I'm not into these, but at the same time, I kind of want to dip in at least Megatron. I think the Megatron design, regardless of like which variation of the Beast Wars, I think is one of the best. A purple T-Rex, and I don't know. It's just even the Hasbro. I really love the Kingdom version. I thought it was a little bit too realistic in Dino mode. The Masterpiece is probably one of my favorite toys. Just looking at it, I know some of
It's
the
real good.
issues, but this looks
Yeah,
really
no.
good.
It's so fun. And the dinosaur mode just makes me think of freaking Dino Saucers, which is like the
Yeah.
most obscure nonsense cartoon. And it's very amusing.
Yep.
Look at that guy. He's just got his little helmet on. He's just having a dinosaur conversation. So
Yep.
goofy.
I mean, the primal on top of him looks like a chunk, but yeah. So that wraps up our third party stuff. So we can kind of move on to NYCC.
Yeah, going back to more officially stuff. Going back to things that are officially releasing. Not so sneaky.
Well, it's kind of funny, you know. Last week was Wonder Festival, so it was all third party stuff. Granted, a lot of it was official, but it was third party stuff. Now it's 100% official. So, did I say SDCC? I meant NYCC. I keep saying SDCC. I said it earlier on the video I recorded.
You don't believe in New York.
So before the show even started, I forget this person's name. You know, sometimes I should give credit to some of these people, but I usually do in the posts that I make. As Hasbro was setting up, somebody behind the scenes shared some images of Thundercracker. And I think this is the first time getting to see it from the rear, which who displays these facing the back facing? But I was just curious how the engineering looked from behind, and pretty clean.
Robot butts, very important. No, it's nice and clean. It's not bad. Like, it's not bad at all for a mainline figure, especially as it looks so immaculate from the front. This is really close to how the MP Starscream and Friends look.
Yeah. The only thing, like the biggest thing that it's missing is the skirt or whatever, the hip, the leg flaps that come up.
Yeah.
It looks like it's just one flap.
It's so cool.
I'm trying to look like the only thing that Takara did cleaner in the MP is the little wings hid inside the big wings. These are just folded behind it.
But this looks to have more waist rotation.
Yeah.
And by more, I mean any.
A rotation, yeah.
Yeah.
But so the real question is it a $43, $44 toy for everybody out there?
Yeah, because they did. Do we have the picture of the size comparison with Earthrise in our slides?
I don't have it. No.
You didn't? Okay. So they did show a size comparison with the Earthrise Starscream. Two things it'll show you. One is that it makes the Earthrise Starscream look like trash. And two is that it is the same size. So this is like an old Voyager. It will still be significantly smaller than your Studio Series Megatron. It's not big, but it's nice.
Yeah.
I think it can live up to the price point, but I think there will be Voyagers in our near future that won't live up to that price point.
And then I know Walmart still had the old price, so if you have a chance, head to Walmart and put your pre-order in at Walmart, and then it'll get canceled later, but it's worth a shot. Next up, we got early previews of Soundwave's butt as well. Ravage's butt. This photographer liked to take pictures from the rear, I guess. But no, there is some front facing as well. And then if you didn't notice in the background, our senior designer from the Transformers team for Hasbro, Evans Brooks, is back there.
Evan looks like a happy kid playing to the floor.
Yeah.
I definitely imagine how I look when I mess with my stuff.
I was going to say that's definitely the type of personality he seems to show off when he's during the stream, in the streams and stuff.
Oh yeah. He convinces us that he's one of us in the collecting world.
It's cool to know when you got fans that are producing these things, even at high price.
Yes, it is.
But that's not their decision.
I still think that Ravage is a lot better than the last one. I know people have been saying that it's worse or the same, but I think that's a lot better.
Oh, how could it be worse than that? You're worse than the Siege one?
I've had people say it was worse than the Siege one. I don't get it, but I've had people say that.
No.
I don't agree.
HGC, they did say during the panel that I think somebody asked them, and they were like, "We're doing all the colors." So I would be prepared for a Sunstorm.
They did say they were going to do as many repaints as people want, which is
Right.
all of them.
And like Zaldron mentioned, be prepared to spend 400 plus for all the colors.
Gosh, 400, that doesn't even get you to 10.
And let's see. Next up, more images of Quick Strike. Kind of see under him as well.
Not quite the butt, but I guess scorpions don't have butts.
Right.
Scorpub, snakes.
And here's I think the thing that surprised us all. We knew that Hasbro was going to be doing another 4 character, what are these called? Timelines?
Timelines. They're all going to be Optimus, Megatron, Starscream, and Bumblebee.
Yep.
And they're going to be different eras, I suppose, is what they mean when they say timeline, because the first one was like Industrial Revolution steam engine time, and this is feudal Japan.
And as Zaldron mentioned, this is Oximus Prime.
The Prime is both the ox and the cart. Like, I love it so much. Like, that hinge just flips, and then the cart kind of goes around the ox that makes the chest and the head, and oh man, it is so fun. Like, this is so weird. The Starscream is like this item that comes with it for free. I don't see the point in it. It doesn't get me excited. But it does have a blue beak, and that's weird. But the Optimus is just so cool. Like, I love the ox. And he looks like he's got wrist articulation and stuff, so it looks like they went all out on him, even though he's little.
Yeah.
He's like deluxe-ish.
Yeah, it looks like, and I think we mentioned this last night, that Prime probably got the majority of the budget on this, where Starscream is kind of a retool of the Kingdom Air Razor.
You know what Starscream's bird mode looks like? Is it looks like the bird mode they put on most versions of Clouder / Double Dealer.
Yep. I thought that exact same thing.
This is Clouder, which is always a terrible bird mode, but it's his third mode, so it's okay.
Right.
But this one, it's just his mode. That's it. You will find the Oregon Trail memes all over the place if you go in the Transformers world right now for this Oximus Prime. I
can only imagine. And here is some images of the box art. And I was hoping there might be a tease, but if there is a tease anywhere on what Megatron and Bumblebee, it's not obvious, unless Megatron's going to be a mountain.
No, one of them is a bridge and one is a tree. There's a bridge. One of them is literally water. This is a bottle of Bumblebee.
And here is a couple more images of Starscream. And Starscream weapon is a fan, so he is channeling his Mortal Kombat katana. And then here's the digital renders.
It's a cool box. I find all these like fancy window boxes they made from Hasbro are not actually good display pieces because they're usually pretty flimsy.
Mm-hmm.
But hey.
Here's a better look at Starscream and
all his mediocrity. There's the beauty of the ox. Oh, it's so fun.
And then robot mode. So next up, Takara already buried this lead, but here is the case with displaying Sure Shot, Jalopy.
Do you miss when the Target Masters were not so simple? I miss when the Target Masters were not so simple.
You mean when they were $7 price points and I could buy them individually or in packs?
Yeah. You could buy them at the $6-7 point, and you could buy one, and they had 4 points of articulation instead of none.
I think I would rather have more repaints of those and just put a title on them as the Target Master for that than what they're doing now.
No, I would too. I'd be fine with them not being. I think I would prefer them to not be entirely accurate and have just a little more detailing by being repaints of the Siegers.
Did I say SDCC again?
He probably did.
You know what, Zaldron, for now on, fuck it. This is all SDCC. I don't give a shit. Every convention till the end of the year, SDCC. You know what's in 2 weeks? SDCC London and SDCC Con in Chicago.
Yeah, I'm going to SDCC Chicago. The third-party Transformers convention that we all know of and love.
Clearly, you don't watch the Tuesday night streams when Stu and Lou are on open mic night, and I can constantly call Stu Lou and Lou Stu. And now, since I'm talking about it right now, I'm probably going to screw it up as soon as I see one of them say something in the chat.
Look at all these points of articulation. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was a real target master. A real one.
Was that
No
Caliburst?
It's either Caliburst or Mustard. I can't remember which one's which anymore.
Oh, Zeldron said they showed these at SDCC. I'm not saying the wrong thing.
Oh, okay.
Did they have gray models though
Don't remember.
at SDCC? Yeah, I don't remember either.
But yeah, these are great.
Yep. I think the only one that I really care about is this one.
Amalgamous is really cool. Really fun. That just looks like a playset by itself, right? That is one that $43 Voyager price point isn't really going to hurt.
Right.
Unless you pull it out of the box and it's crappy. You know, that's always possible. But I think it's going to feel okay.
The way they're touting it, it's going to have plenty of play features with it.
Yes.
Let's see. What else? Animated Retgar.
Yeah, whatever.
Brawl.
Trash Master with Retgar's head. That's all it is. But yeah, Brawl looks great, right? Like,
yeah.
Like, Brawl, like, I mean, just thinking, like, this figure, you know, that I showed earlier, the original version of the MMC Brawl is, like, I swear it's, like, 7 years old at this point. It's, like, 5 years old. It's not new anymore by any means. And I honestly think that is really close to being as good as this. As far as, like, complexity and detail and look. So it's real neat. Like, I think that looks great.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see it in combined mode and how it interacts with Onslaught. So hopefully we get to see some of that in 2 weeks at MCM. And more Wind Charger. Like, I mean, it seems like the last month and a half has just been Wind Charger, Wind Charger, Wind Charger. So here's something new.
Convoy.
Big Convoy.
Yeah, I'm not convinced that's going to feel better than the original toy. The more I see of it, the more I'm like, man, my original is pretty cool.
And see, I don't have the original, and I kind of mentioned that earlier when I did my pre-record show. Like, you almost think the vintage might be better than this.
Yeah, I kind of think so.
And
this probably won't be a shell former. Like, it'll probably transform a lot more than the original did.
Yeah. You know, and then I remember earlier in the year, or maybe late last year, there was a leak list or a rumor that Takara might be doing this in MP, or that was when MP and MPG was like, we didn't know what it was. And I haven't heard anything about that since.
I think what's going to happen, remember what they did with Lio? Remember how they took the Leo Prime or whatever the hell they called it, and they made it into a proper Lio convoy?
Yeah,
and now they're releasing it at the $50 price point instead of the Voyager.
And that's the thing. So you look at that elephant or mammoth face, it looks realistic. I'm trying to think, was the mammoth mode as animated? And
it's not as cartoonish
as Lio Convoy.
Is Lio. Lio looked like he would talk, right? He looked like a talking cartoon lion. Big Convoy, not as much.
Yeah.
But still not that realistic. Like, the fur and everything. Like, I hate that the realistic fur patterns is actually kind of a turnoff. It's like I want it to be a little more like the original.
Yep. And I know Zaldron's excited about this. Are you worried about the size? And same question to you, Zaldron, that even though this is a leader class, it doesn't look tall. Anna, you kind of mentioned it. You with the vintage being as big as it is.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be smaller than it, right?
Yeah.
Probably because they've shown this next to Lyo, and he's not a lot bigger
Yeah, they're
than
almost
Lyo
the same.
Convoy.
Yeah. But I am glad that they're branching out to do Japanese Beast
Me
Wars
too.
stuff.
Bring in Japanese Beast Wars. You know, keep doing little bits of Super God Master Force. Keep doing Victory. You know, that
Yep.
Japanese G1 and Beast Wars stuff is fun.
And they have the tooling for that for Spitor. They have to do that at some point.
They should. I agree. From Naru Frog.
Yep. Next is more Wind Charger, or did I hit the wrong arrow? Yeah, I hit the wrong arrow. But no,
No,
it's
more Wind Charger.
More Wind Charger. So these are official images. These went up on Hasbro Pulse. This right after the show, or right after the panel, and back to the case. So now we are at something that I don't find exciting, and something that I kind of find exciting.
You're
the one I
excited about
find,
Razor Claw?
yeah, I don't really find that one exciting at
I
all.
didn't think you did.
Yeah, the head sculpt looks cool, but I don't know if I don't want to say I'll buy something because this is a Voyager as well, right? This Alpha Trion, yeah, it's a
I
Voyager.
think it is.
Ugh. Roscon 2026, 2027. That's the one that has I'm most interested in, because I wonder how well it would scale with the Blockies Classic class stuff.
Okay. Well, I guess they said they weren't going to do any more Transformers 1, right? So they won't be doing a fancy
Right.
Alpha Trion. Yeah, I honestly don't think that Alpha Trion looks great. I really don't. It doesn't do it for me.
Yeah. And then where we got next? Just more Thundercracker. And some Dakar didn't show this, but there's our deluxe barricade. Stuff we've already seen. That's the only bad thing. It's like we've been getting a bunch of official regurgitation.
They didn't have really many new things. I know there's one more new thing they had to show off that we'll have in a second, but they didn't really have many new things to show off.
Yep. More Soundwave. So this one we actually can see Buzzsaw. The earlier pictures there wasn't anything of Buzzsaw.
I wish I had a Buzzsaw or Laserbeak on hand at the moment, because I feel like that head is way less detailed than the first version's head.
Yeah.
You know what? Those birds look like ducks. That's what's bugging me about them. They look like ducks.
Anna, I hope you're not bird blind, okay? Sorry, I've been watching Peacemaker.
Okay.
There's somebody's bird blind in Peacemaker.
Do all birds look the same?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't think they look the same. I think the other birds look like birds. These look like ducks. Well, ducks are birds, but anyway.
Yeah. So from what I've heard is how his lasers and wings on the top, those plug in as parts forming. They don't actually slip. And you can kind of see that in the cassette mode in the picture in the middle.
I think one of the most frustrating things about it is it feels like we just got Buzzsaw, right? I know it's been almost a year, but it feels like we just got Buzzsaw finally, and now it's like, here's a new mold, and he's a duck.
But does Buzzsaw float?
We'll find out. I'll find out. I'll put him in some water. It's fine.
And then the Last Night Nemesis Prime. This is pretty much a companion piece for the Titan Grimlock, because the original Prime was like a wave one this year, so it's probably be long gone by the time that Grimlock hits shelves. Shoot, this might even be, depending on when Grimlock ships. No desire for this for me.
No, they're not what I like.
Now, all you HasLab backers, you did get an update. So this is test shot. I forget, what do they call those? EV1, maybe? Of the Lio Kaiser?
Sorry, was it HGC just said?
Oh, give me your Marky Mark.
This is primulated about Marky Mark. That's just
I think I found a transformer.
I like meta humor. Yeah, these I think look better than they have any business looking.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the HasLab shots they did for these made them look. Honestly, when they put out the HasLab, we weren't doing the show yet. When they put out the HasLab, these guys looked so simple that I thought they could be core class figures.
Yeah.
And I feel like these shots show off their articulation and details and complexity a lot better than I can tell these are mainline Voyaluxes.
Is all we had was renders and gray models. So
yeah,
I had a lot to say about it. I mean, we didn't have a show, but I was on Figure Fight Club at one point, bitching and complaining about this, and it's looking better. I'll give them that, but I still So looking at these images and comparing to Iron Factory, is there a comparison?
What's the point, right? Like, Iron Factory is not smaller enough that this is better.
Yeah.
So no, I do not regret my decision to. I'm going to have regret for like a month because my friends are going to get this, and all of my friends, especially on TFLP, my other podcast, are going to be all like, wow, look at this, it's so great, woo, oh my gosh. And they're non-first party blind, so when I try to show them, like, I'm like, oh, well, look at my Iron Factory version, they'll be like, you're holding up nothing, I can just see straight through to your face.
Right.
So that'll be a bummer of a time, because it'll be like, oh, I don't get to play with my friends and talk about it. But once that period passes, I'll just be like, okay, mine is so much better.
Yep. Here's kind of a little bit of a better image to kind of see them all in a group shot together.
They don't look that bad. They don't look that bad. I think they were a little expensive for what they are, but they don't look that bad.
And as I mentioned, Grimlock, we have images of I keep saying quote Titan. They haven't give it that moniker yet. Because if you guys remember during SDCC, they floated the name Titan, but they said that wasn't the concrete class of Transformer.
It's really big. Bigger than Leader.
And he's a chunk.
Commander Plus.
He's got a thick neck, thick tail.
Let's just go back to the old size class. Let's call it a Mega. This is definitely a Mega. Or
Wasn't there an Ultra?
There was Mega and Ultra and Supreme. Supreme Cheetor's brother. Supreme Grimlock.
And next is, so this was the only shot we got of this. So this was a render reveal during the panel. I don't think they showed this during like the Pulse stream. I think they showed this at the panel at NYCC. So this is our first look at Commander class Onslaught. I
think this is my point for Lio Kaiser. I think he looks better than the Lio Kaiser guys. I think, I have Vortex in hand. I think Vortex looks better than the Lio Kaiser guys. Right? Like, I do think they're doing good combiner guys. I think the Lio Kaiser guys look a little bit worse than what we're getting from mainline. This looks cool. Like, I think he looks great.
Yeah. So, HGC, do we think a G2 Wild Rider and Motor Master will finally come out in 2026? I don't know. There's leaked lists where there was things that we didn't know what it might be, but it could be this, but we don't know. And they're overdue. I know those are the last, like, of the mainline Stunticons, that's all I kept was the G2 versions, or I bought. And I was hoping to complete that Minosaur. I think, Anna, you're in the same boat, right? Wasn't you?
I
trying
am.
to play
I would
the
love to
GT?
finish it. I have never got to play with that Minosaur because I thought that I'd be waiting, what, a year to get my complete G2 set, but it's been, what, 20, 25 years? It's crazy.
Feels like it. The first one was that Velocitron. Was that first
Way
year
back in
Legacy?
Velocitron with Shadow Strip. Shadow Strip also set the idea that we were going to get new names for everybody. We
Right.
did it. Weird.
All right, so next,
Here we
something
are.
we knew nothing about and probably wish we weren't getting at the same time. How many of you out there
Didn't go that far.
fell for this pre-order? So this is the Energon Universe Optimus Prime. Anybody paying attention to Energon Universe and wondering, why does Optimus Prime have Megatron's arm?
He'll
Guess you need to
go.
read the comics.
He's gonna scale perfectly with the Void Rivals, right?
So this is the Commander class Optimus Prime with the Megatron arm similar to the Energon Universe. Anna, do you remember how much the Commander class Optimus Prime retailed for?
It was 8,999 pennies.
I thought you was going to say yen.
No, that would be a different price in yen. The
So
conversion's not perfect. But
that
yeah, it was $90.
that came with a trailer, blast effects, Energon X, roller,
Repair
and
drone.
then the repair drone. This is 89 or 79,
$79.99.
and it comes with
A gun.
the fusion cannon.
He has a matrix in him.
Didn't the other one have a
he has
matrix?
a matrix in him. Yep.
So $10 cheaper, 5 components less.
Yeah, this one is one of those ones where it's like they're really playing with us with the prices. And this is an argument I've been making to Caleb and the book club gang and even my TFLP friends for years, is I feel like if you collected Transformers back in the day, like back in the Combiner Wars up through the 3 lines afterwards, Takara was releasing those figures they called Legends, right? And they were basically taking those molds and they were sprucing them up. They were taking your Target Master, sprucing them up real nice, giving them a proper Target Master, and releasing a deluxe figure for about $40 at the time, right? We were paying about $40 to get a hold of deluxes that they spruced up. And I feel like Hasbro is inching closer and closer and closer to Takara's prices from that era. Takara's prices have actually they're flatlined, right? They've pretty much been the same the whole time. So I think they're kind of creeping up there where they're going to basically be marketing these as collector price toys.
I'm trying to think if I want to rant.
Are you good? It was a rant.
I'm trying to build myself up to it because there's a couple things that's leading to this. So today, if anybody was paying attention to Pulse, any recently stocked items that was the old price point got bumped to the new price point. This is exactly what's happening here. It's getting bumped to the new price point, and they're out of their flipping minds to try to charge $80 for this. This has been KO'd to hell and back and improved upon. DNA's done upgrade kits. Everybody's done upgrade kits to do this to this Prime. And now Hasbro's doing it. And the Prime is clean. And the arm for Megatron is beat up, like gritty, like the Energon comics. It doesn't match. It's just like, oh, let's throw this shit together, throw it out, and see who will pay $80 for this fucking toy. Okay. I feel better now.
That's spicy, but I agree with you. You got a point to be that ragey about this because it really isn't. It isn't very respectful to the fans to release it for this price for what we're getting, right? It should be cooler for this price. And it's not like the Prime from Energon doesn't have a trailer, right? He does have his trailer. He has used it for plot relevant things like transporting his friends. It has been important to the story. Or they could have gone like in Energon, right? Like there's a reason he has that arm, because he loses his arm, right? They could have given him, imagine if they would have given us like like you can switch out his arm, so he would have had like the half beat up arm, and then he would have been able to tear it off and turn it into a club, which he used the club, he used his arm to club someone to death, right?
Yeah,
I remember who he clubbed to death.
Spoilers.
I don't remember. He clubbed someone to death with it. So like there's a lot of cool stuff they could have done. They could have gone all like, you know, wild, crazy murder Prime, cool set. But no, it's just because people want to say like, well, they added the arm, you know, you're paying an added price for the arm. A toy should have two arms, right? You're not trying to convince me that you should ship with one arm.
Right. And it almost, it's not one for one. I wish I had the Studio Series 86 Megatron with me, but the fusion cannon's from that Megatron. The hand is that Megatron's hand. But I can't tell if the rest of it is.
Oh no, I can't. He's way over there. Dang it.
Could you imagine though if they pre-engineered Megatron and Prime around the same time, knowing what Energon Universe is doing to make his arm similar size? But I think that Megatron arm kind of bevels, like it's not square. It kind of round out and goes into a point to the elbow. I don't think this one's doing it.
Okay, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Aldron's saying it looks like a new fusion cannon. Okay, I
think it is. No, I think it's a new fusion cannon. I think it's a new arm. It does transform.
Yeah.
With them,
it's just like what I said. The fact that they've KO'd this mold to death, knowing that there's so many of them out there, I pre-ordered this. All right, I'm going to sound like a hypocrite. I pre-ordered it. The only reason why I pre-ordered it is because, like, all right, it's Pulse exclusive. It could sell out, and then it could shoot up in price. It hasn't sold out, so guess what? That thing's going to get canceled.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I'll cancel it. I don't need this.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying like you thought the toy was going to get canceled.
Yeah, no. I can't. I will cancel my pre-order.
Okay. But you can cancel yours. I was surprised you're buying it. You just got so fired up about it, like you're actually mad.
Well, I just put a pre-order in. That means nothing. Other than I took 10 seconds to pre-order it. Well, you know, that's what our toy collectors do. We rant and then we become hypocritical and actually buy the thing we rant about. Did you not know that, Anna?
I'm not gonna be getting this thing because you know what? I have the Commander, and all I have to do is buy one of the multiple upgrade kits if I want to see this, because the upgrade kits also come with the head to make him more Energon-like. So it's not like I couldn't just get this. You don't need to buy this, right? Like there's no logical reason to buy this because the Commander will probably go on sale here in a couple weeks for Black Friday. A month. Sorry.
Hey, look on the next slide. Look at the top right photo. They didn't even fix the smokestack. Look how lopsided it is.
So angry.
That was one of the biggest complaints of the Studio Series Commander Optimus Prime. Smokestacks won't stay in position, and they can't even get the thing to stay in position in the display case at NYCC.
But look at the cool way he has his gun stored on his back, so he can be more Megatron-y. I don't know. I'm just trying to. I've got no arguments to say that this is cool. Like it is cool. Like by itself, it is a cool toy. If it was being released for a leader price point, which is what it probably should be, I think it would be just fine. But it's just like adding that $20 on top of a leader for honestly nothing, because figures do come with accessories, right? The Megatron came with enough accessories as a leader that pretty much justifies this whole kit.
So that reminded me when you said leader price point. So I wish I had the video and I could have threw it on here. So during the Energon panel, Robert Kirkman touted, "Hey, there's a Energon Universe Optimus Prime coming out from Hasbro. It's $60." So guess what? He either screwed up, said the wrong price, or Hasbro told him the wrong price, or Hasbro told him that price, and they're like, "Oh no. Prices are going up on Monday. This is going up too." So I think there's a little fuckery going around.
But leaders aren't going to be $80 in the new prices, right? Aren't leaders sitting at 60 now?
I think leaders are sitting at 60.
Yeah, the $80 price point is made up, right? But all the price points are made up, but it's a special price point for a special figure.
Yeah,
it's an exclusive.
I want to pull up Hasbro Pulse right now and see if they have it like a class name for it, like they do.
They don't.
They don't? Okay. I didn't think so.
No, they don't. There's no class name for it. It's just whatever it is.
So you have mentioned a couple times tonight you are part of another podcast, and I know you guys have internal discussions. What have been the internal discussions on this Optimus Prime? Because I know a lot of those guys are pro Hasbro.
It has, well, okay, so there's a bit of a rift between us that some of us in the group have gotten really into the Energon universe, and others have completely said they're out. The ones that are out on the Energon universe, this does nothing for them, right? The ones that are in on the Energon universe seem to want it. No one's happy about the price. Because the price doesn't feel right? Like when the price, it's just like the Star Saber pack, right? The price doesn't feel correct for what you're getting.
Yep.
So no, I don't really know anybody who's happy about the price. I do know a few people who are just absolutely jazzed about how this thing looks. They think it looks gorgeous. I think it looks okay.
I think if they did the whole battle damage grittiness on all of Prime, like they did that Megatron arm, there would have been a reason, a better reason for that pricing, because now it's not the original Commander class tooling. Now you have new tooling to get that detail on the character, and they didn't. This was 90% profit from them because the only thing they had to do was retool an arm. It's like that, and this doesn't bother me. It's just like when they redo a HasLab, that the tooling's already paid for. Like if that Hiss comes out like only $50 cheaper than the original Hiss, there's a problem. Same thing with this.
Gutted electronics, yeah,
gutted electronics, 3 less figures. It's kind of the same thing with this. You gutted everything out of it, put a new arm in it and a new cannon, and it's almost the same price, $10 cheaper.
I wonder if this will be a lower production run, because the Skybound has been a very popular comic. Like, it's been successful as far as a comic book, but as far as like the Transformers fandom, we feel pretty split on it. Like whether we like it or not. Like you and I both say we like it, but neither of us are reading it, so we don't really like it that much. Right? Not enough to motivate us to do it, because it's like, it's not like we're not watching a 20-year-old, 25-year-old cartoon every week just as a social thing, right? So it wouldn't be that much effort to read a freaking one comic a month to read Skybound Transformers. We're not doing it. But there are people in the fandom who are really excited about this, but it's definitely not all of us. It's definitely a smaller subset.
I will have to say I was really excited in the beginning, and yes, I did lose interest because I'm not reading it like I was before. But there is a desire to get back at it, but it's just
we always talk about how we're
other things are more
our
important.
Show topic, but then we haven't really been having show topics recently, so.
Right. Well, when you got gold of me bitching and complaining about Hasbro, who needs a topic, right?
We don't need a topic. You're rage gauge. No, I do agree with Zeldron. If they do make there has been one new character introduced in Skybound, which bravo on them for not introducing a ton of new characters. I guess. I don't know. I go back and forth on that so much. Anyway, shut up, Anna, and get to your point. If they do make the new character, that'll be really cool. They do need to make the new character as a toy. That would be very nice. Because most of the characters do look exactly like their G1 selves with no real differences.
Yep.
Ooh, a body horror Megatron would be good. Megatron's got some body horror stuff going on, so that'd be nice.
Or a Starscream hiss.
Starscream hissing body horror.
Yeah. I know
The
some
Skybound
people
comics are they're really body horror heavy.
Yep.
As long as you consider Transformer mutilation to be body horror. I know some people go, well, they're not people, so it's not body horror, it's body horror.
So if this Optimus Prime came with a flattened deer, would you have been any other reason to buy this?
No, I would not. Not really cool with animal cruelty.
I'm waiting for the DNA kit that has a flat deer for this.
It should have been there. That's not
With
much
the
of a spoiler
eyes.
because it was the first issue.
With the sludge eyes.
Oh God! With the pop-out eyes. That would be so funny.
All
I
right,
like that a
so
lot.
I think we've. Anything else you have to say about this price?
No.
gouging
I
Prime?
mean, something you had pitched around as a topic for tonight, if we wanted a topic, which is talking about skulls and size classes and whatnot. And I think, there's a lot of reasons we have them, but one of those does establish kind of it's a trust between the toy creator and the buyer.
Mm-hmm.
And I think releases like this kind of violate that trust.
Yeah.
Because this doesn't do anything to pull it up towards Commander from Leader.
Right.
That's a bummer.
And then the last thing about this, this was from Nate Purswell. He is the marketer for the Transformers team, and so they are officially adding comic book studios to the Studio Series line. So that means we're probably going to see more Energon Universe inspired, hopefully repaints of figures.
He does say studios, though, so that could mean they go back to old stuff.
That as well, yeah.
They
So
could
we could
do
get
some
some
more
more
Marvel.
IDW stuff. I would bet a lot of people would like more, like some DJD stuff.
Oh, I
Or-
would love some IDW stuff, because IDW did original designs that are interesting.
How close was we completing the Mayhem? Oh God, why can't I think of their name? The Misfire. The team
Wreckers?
Misfire was on. No, not the Wreckers.
Oh, the Scavengers.
The Scavengers. Thank you.
Oh,
Those aren't-
we were pretty
they're-
close. We would have needed Missile Man.
The bomb guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure Zaldron will throw the name in the chat.
Yeah. What the hell is his name? It's not coming to me right now. The poor guy who was a bomb.
Just need
Poor
that
fella.
cake glass.
We do.
But
yeah.
so
It would be cool to get more IDW stuff.
yeah, and I mean they did like a wave of comic characters as well. Those Pulse exclusives.
Yeah, it's like they
Catherine-
do more Marvel
Catherine got
stuff. Fulcrum, thank you, Catherine.
Yeah, so we could get some more obscure Marvel comic stuff too.
Yeah.
Or maybe
that'd be
some
fine.
G2 comic stuff with teeth.
Yes, I was gonna say tooth upgrade kits for all the G2 characters. Toothy Jaxus, I would buy a second Jaxus if he
Yep.
had teeth everywhere and more guns. Teeth, more guns, some bandoliers. G2's so stupid. I love the G2 comics so much. They're so dumb.
So that kind of wraps it up for the NYCC. But Anna, you wanted to talk about something that's happening in a couple weeks.
Yeah, so in a couple weeks, on the weekend of my birthday, it so happens, I will be in Chicago for something called TFCon, which stands for Third Party Fan Run Event about Transformers. And yeah, it's fun. It's great. And if you're going to be there as a watcher of the show, say hi. I'll be wandering around. I'll stand out by being me. And yeah, it's going to be a great time. If you're on the fence about going, which I doubt you are 2 weeks out, give it a try, right? It's not super expensive to go to. It's really a 2-day commitment. They put 24 through 26, but the show's really a few hours on Friday, and then it's really Saturday, and then a 5-hour day on Friday. So
Yeah,
it's not a huge commitment.
The first day is more like the custom class and stuff like that, right?
The first day has a custom class, but the thing is, by the time we're talking about, the custom class already sold out. Custom class sold out months ago. So it's really just the custom class and the line for early convention exclusives, which the early exclusive tickets are also sold out. So are the custom class tickets. So Friday's kind of irrelevant to anyone who wants to go at this point. It's really just Saturday and Sunday. So, get a ticket, check it out. It's a lot of fun. The third party panel used to be the big pool, but really the biggest pool is that it's a 2-day humongous Transformers vendors room. People pretty much just shop for 8 hours straight, spend all their money, put out a second mortgage, all that good stuff. It's a good time. I'll be there. It'll be fun. Say hi.
And be prepared. The third party panel will probably have a lot of news. So that week,
it'll have a lot of news, but you're gonna be surprised that Caleb will have covered most of it.
right? Yeah. Go ahead.
This is kind of stuff that's come out in the last 6 months because a lot of people don't pay attention to the news like Caleb and I do. So it'll be a lot of repeats, but there'll be new stuff. There will be at least one new studio that may or may not ever put out toys that they talk about.
You buy land toys. Where are those legend scale Transformers Bayverse toys at?
Where are they? Don't know. They may never exist. Right. Yeah, there'll be stuff in there. It'll be great. And there's a great list of artists who are going to be there, voice actors, all sorts of cool guests. If you're into meeting guests from your fandoms, lots and lots of vendors. And Chicago. You'll also be in Chicago if you go. All around good. And exclusives. There are always exclusives. Fans Hobby has put out theirs, which is a Skyquake made out of their Overlord from Fans Hobby. It is huge. Very nice figure. Don't know if anyone needs a $280 Skyquake in their life, but if you do, go for it. Mastermind Creations always does an exclusive of some sort. I'm really hoping that it's an exclusive to serve my purposes.
Sometimes they do more than one, don't they?
They often will do a large Masterpiece scale figure. Like he was a TFCon exclusive earlier this year from another TFCon. TFCon does 3 shows a year. But they also typically do a tape at the fall convention, a cassette. So it could be time for them to do their ram horn, or it could be time for them to do of someone who already exists. I could finally get my Sundor. They could make an MMC Masterpiece scale Sundor.
Yeah, because what was it? One of the ones everybody wants is Ramhorn, right?
Ramhorn's coming. Like they have been talking about the Ramhorn mold for years now. They also have shown a Rat-Bat, so they could do Ramhorn or Rat-Bat. They usually will do their first release of a new cassette at a convention, so that's a possibility. There's probably a repaint, and then other companies will do exclusives. Make Toys will probably do another one of their Colorverse Seekers, if not 2.
Yeah, whatever happened to Make Toys? I don't think they did a Colorverse at Toronto this year.
They may not have. They'll probably be there, I figure.
Yeah.
And we'll probably see some other exclusive. Like, you never really know what's going to be there. Oh, and the custom class almost always will have kits for whatever they do for the custom class. So there'll be cool kits there. Lots of good stuff. Lots of work going to. I will make sure to cover it the day after. I will be very tired, but we will still do this show. And I will talk all about the convention.
Yeah, one year they took the Kingdom Tigertron and turned it into Skeletor. And made
I still have the kit for that. I need to sit down and do it.
But yeah, is there anything else, Anna? Or I think it's
No, that's it. I just wanted to promote the con and the fact I'll be there, and yeah, good times. Hope to see people there. I hope to meet at least one person from the show there.
Stu
Half a
wanted
person.
to go, but he had commitment issues. He just posted in the chat, so he's not going to be able to go.
I know, bummer.
Any socials to promote, or was that your promotion?
That's my promotion. That's all I got. That took it out of me. I had to talk and go to a place. That is way too much for me. I have an Instagram. I don't update it ever. I told myself I was going to take a picture of something and put it on there earlier today. Yeah, it didn't happen.
Well, you're busy. Maybe you'll get in the swing of it eventually.
We'll see.
Well,
Thanks,
I got a couple things to promote, I guess, before we go. So you can find me on YouTube at Talib1980 collects _. I make videos. I do lives. I have a live dropping at, well, it's a pre-record. It's a dropping at 1 a.m. after this show. It's the news and review of last week. And then Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern, the review for Blocky's Sentinel Prime Classic Class Transformers 1 will be dropping. Then Friday, I think I have a G.I. Joe one dropping. And check me out on all the other socials. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, X, Twitch, Facebook. If you could, hit that like button on my Facebook page. I'm like 46 away from being able to go live on Facebook, and I kind of want to multi-stream on everywhere. So check that out. And also Tuesday nights, I'm on Figure Fight Club on Open Mic Night. That's at 8 p.m. Eastern. If you're not afraid, come join us. Talk toys. Show some toys off. Argue about toys too. I mean, we talk smack. I mean, maybe you got some venting to do on this non-class Energon Universe Optimus Prime. And Friday night is our typical interview show, and that starts at 9 p.m. and Abby has a video to show for our Friday's guest.
Any trick will do, a Figure Fight Club, we welcome you. Figure Fight Club, we welcome you. Figure Fight Club, we welcome you.
So come join us Friday and check out our guest. And I want to thank everybody in the chat. Thank you, Zakanen, for coming in, doing some mod duties, and throwing those links up for us. Who did we have in here? We had Stu for lunch, Zaldron, HGC, Minhoza I saw earlier. If I left anybody out, I apologize, but I appreciate you all for coming in this evening. The Collector, I saw him. So yeah, thanks. Good night. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.
Good night. Thanks.
As we wrap up tonight's fun, the figures in talk, so we've just begun. Join us next time for thrills anew. In the world of Figure Fight Club, it's all for you. Make sure to subscribe and smash that like button. See you next week on Figure Fight Club, stay strutting. This isn't goodbye, it's just to see you later. In the meantime, go check out another creator. So keep your figures on display until we gather here someday. Remember the tales and the laughs we shared. Here at Figure Fight Club, you're treasured and cared.